Hey guys, Elizabeth Quinn here again with Elizabeth's Scenes and Scents. Welcome back to my channel. Please don't forget to check out my website, which is waftingwonderfulwax.scentsy.us, where I am Liz Quinn, your star Scentsy consultant. So today what I have for you are my dogs playing with their toys in the background, just FYI, and a wonderful bi-monthly Scentsy Club haul. So I carry two clubs, a bi-monthly and a quarterly. There are 3 different frequencies that Scentsy offers, and Club is our subscription service where you are going to put whatever you want into this subscription. It has to be a consumable item, meaning that it's something that you can use up and you would need again. And you get a few special perks with this subscription service where you're basically building your own frequencies, what's in it, you can edit it at any time, all that kind of good stuff. So first off, you're going to pick your frequency, monthly, bi-monthly, or quarterly. You could carry all 3. You could do 2. Like I said, this is my bi-monthly club, which I'm going to skip in July because you can skip each individual club one time in a 12-month period. So my quarterly and my bi-monthly collide in July and January. So I always skip my bi-monthly because it's more bakery and things that I would use all year round in July, and then my January skip, I do my quarterly because that's more Christmas and fall type things that I don't really want January, February, March. So that's all wonderful, and then you can also do a monthly club, and from time to time I'll start a monthly club, use it for something special, and then delete it. I don't carry all 3 all the time. I'm even toying with the idea of trying to shave my clubs down and combining them so that I only have a quarterly, because I do have a lot of wax, and even though I love all of these scents, it's getting to be a little bit ponderous as far as storage, and I'm not getting through it as fast as I should. But it's so hard because I like the every 2 months frequency of some of these bars because I run out. But anyway, that is just the way that it works when you've carried clubs for a long time. It's an $8 flat rate shipping fee. You get 10% off of everything in your club when you have at least the $30. You get a half off item unlocked when you have at least $60. So for me, one of those consumable, rather expensive items is a tub of washer whiffs, which I think at this point is up to $34 US, which is ridiculous. I never buy them full price. So I will get that as a half off item. And a lot of times I will use the party system, which I deal with through my website, which is a totally separate thing, to build up my points and hostess credits so I can get stuff like that completely free. But anyway, if you would like to know more about the party system, you can get a hold of me on Instagram or text me through Facebook Messenger or whatever. So let's get into my bi-monthly club. There's all sorts of good stuff in here. I think I've done a few edits because there are just so many things, and I know there will be good things coming for Bring Back My Bar this summer. We've got wonderful summer collection bars, which I'm going to have to stick a couple of in one of my clubs, maybe my quarterly. But there are a lot of good things here that I've saved for many years. Let's dive right on in. First off the top of the pile is Southern Evening. Now here is a bar where I wish I could move this to my quarterly. That is one thing that I don't like about Club, is that once upon a time we were able to take groups of bars and shift them around between frequencies. You cannot do that anymore. It's been several years since that was an option. So when I put this bar into a particular club, I need to think about how many I'm getting in a year's time. So if I have one of these in my bi-monthly club, if I didn't skip that one shipment, which you have to be very careful to only do it after that 12-month period is over. If you try to do it beforehand, you'll lose all of the bars that you had saved with that special always get my bar perk. That is the best thing about Scentsy Club. You put one of these in a club, and as long as you do not delete it or break their rules, they will make this for you forever, which is the whole really big reason to have Club, even more than any of the other things I shared with you. So when I first just threw Southern Evening into my bi-monthly, it was kind of because I thought, I don't think I'll carry that for very long. Sounds interesting. I know I had it once and it was okay, but I don't remember if it's that good. That kind of a logic sequence to put it in there. It is wonderful, but probably quarterly, where since I skip one a year, I'm only going to get 3 bars, would be better than me getting 5, where I will melt through it, but I kind of have a little bit of a backlog going on now. This is so good, though. It is mysterious. It's got dark fruits, geranium, lavender, a very interesting sweet cologne perfume thing going on. that is utterly just breathtaking. And it lasts for 2 or 3 days if you just leave it in your warmers, and kind of has different personalities throughout the days that it melts. It's an excellent bar, and I will not be taking it out. I just wish that I could move it into my other club. Now, here's a really, really good bar. Vitamin R Relax, but there is one in the Father's Day collection that's kind of giving it a run for its money as far as should I carry both of them in my bi-monthly club. I haven't added the Father's Day bar yet, but I need to. No, I think I just did. I think when I did my edit after this one went up on my website that it was shipping, I think I did my edit then. So there's this beautiful bar that's currently available in Father's Day collection, which is Black Tie Affair. That has tobacco and vanilla and vetiver and a little bit of grapefruit. Now this is woodier. So this one has, I believe, maybe bergamot, and it's definitely got amber, and it's got vanilla. It's kind of woody, but they're sort of along the same lines because it's a warm, cuddly, good on a cloudy, nasty day like this spring summer scent. And they're just both beautiful. So this was part of our vitamin collection, an LTO from several like late winter, early springs ago, and I've never seen hide nor hair of that again, and so I'm kind of scared to take it out of my club, but it's also sort of along the same lines as Cashmere and Corduroy, which is sort of like the Black Tie Affair. If you kept it, which I do not have it in my club, the wonderful old satin sheets, they're all kind of in the same vein. So what do we have next? I don't think Vitamin R is going to come out, but like I said, I'm debating. Apple butter frosting. Now, here's the bar that if I whittled down pretty much everything else in my club, this would be staying. And I have 2 of these in here. It's the only bar where I'm carrying a duplicate in my bi-monthly club. This is just so good. It's super strong, sweet, saccharine, gorgeous buttercream with apple butter and spices. It's to die for. And why, oh why, Scentsy has not brought this back since they pulled it from the catalog for anything, I do not know, because it is such a good bar and people grieve the loss of that. Another one I have in here, which wouldn't be coming out anytime soon, is Churro. This was in our Bring Back My Bar last year. So nice. This is my favorite bakery vanilla scent of all time, anywhere from anyone, because it's also got this greasy fried pastry thing, this gorgeous vanilla, and then this sprinkling of cinnamon sugar. It is delectable. Really only a medium throw, but it's very good, and it's a perfect spring-summer bakery scent rather than fall-winter. Another bar that I've got in here, which won't be coming out, but again, I wish I could bump this to my quarterly, is Tiara and Coconut. Oh, I love sunscreen, white floral and coconut scents. And this is so nice. This is also really, really good in alternate warmers with Lush Gardenia if you just want all the white florals that you could possibly stand. But this one's definitely more summery. It is very unique. It was another one of those weird LTO 5-bar offerings like the Vitamin R, where I don't dare take it out because you're never going to see that again. Next one I've got here is the 3 Thumbs Up bar. This was a happy revisit by the Disney brand that we will carry with Scentsy of a bar that I had no clue the first time it came out I would like it so much. It is like a pumpkin spice, really toned down, but to me in some ways similar to apple butter frosting kind of a bar. I know some people won't agree with that because they get like a sour French bread scent out of this, but I don't. I get this wonderful, homey, like I want to pop it in the warmer today because it's a rainy, yucky, drizzly day. I've got Cozy Chai in today, and that's in my quarterly club. So I guess in a sense, this is also like a creamy, toned down version of Cozy Chai. Spices, a little bit of that pumpkin essence, not a lot, and sort of a warm muffin bready, almost like a sweet roll kind of a thing. So good. Love that. So that was available last August, and it was such an aha moment for me because I had completely missed it a couple years ago when it was first available. Vanilla Cinnamon Maple. Now here is a bar where this for me is a homey, cozy scent. I would melt it again on a day like today. A lot of what I've got in this club, you're going to hear that kind of affection for these bars. They are the bread and butter staples of my collection of wax because bakery and spice is really, really my go-to comfort zone. It's what I like best. So this has maple, it has vanilla, and it's got a subtle cinnamon. It is, again, very much like a nice, gooey, we have this really good bakery here in town that even sells to Williams-Sonoma. It's that good. And they have this, I want to go get one, this pecan roll Danish thing that smells like this. It's like a pecan sticky bun, but it's got a more like a brioche croissant type dough. It's not heavy like your mall cinnamon pecan roll. It's so good. Reminds me of this. So nice. Okay, we'll finally go in a different direction. No bakery spice in this particular one. This is Atlantic Air. One of the most elegant and beautiful, fresh, clean, watery smells ever made by Scentsy. It has orchid, it's got sea salt, it's just elegance. It reminds you of going to a really lovely, like Atlantic seaboard spa type boutique hotel. So lovely. So I will be keeping this. At one point I debated getting rid of it, and then I melted a bar and I'm like, I just can't. I just cannot get rid of that. It's just too good. We had By the Sea in the catalog, and I know it's a better performer, but between the two, I would have kept Atlantic Air in there. Ocean Air and Coconut Water. Now this was last year's summer collection, and there were only 3 bars in that collection. And this one's already discoloring and turning weird. It should be blue, not this weird green, but oh, you guys, this is so good. And I had a question on the channel the other day about the new coconut bar that'll be in the 5-bar summer collection bundle starting June 1st of 2024. That's fruity, tropical, think a creamy mixed drink kind of a deal. This is sweet, but it's very clean and fresh and absolutely gorgeous, and this will be staying in my club. I took Blue Coconut Beach out because between the two of them, I loved them both, and I really thought that Blue Coconut Beach was going to be in the spring-summer catalog. I might have kept them both if I had known it wasn't going to be in there, but another apple butter frosting, because as I said, that's the only duplicate. Here is Hemingway. Here's another bar where I did want this in my bi-monthly because I had some Hemingway years ago. Might have put it in a club, I don't remember. Kind of got sick of it, like I was over it. And so then I had none for a while, and I started to really miss it. So the last time we could get it in BB&B, I put it in my bi-monthly. This is such a great, for me, all year round, masculine apple, spice, and woods scent. It is warm, it is comforting. When I do my literary melting baskets, I've compared it to some different characters, but Pot Ingalls is probably the best. And it's just a great bar. It is homey, comforting, wonderful, warm, masculine. Like the kind of thing where it's a man who is strong, but yet he's gentle and he's trustworthy. Like you could kind of stick all of that together with your Hemingway. It's so good. So the next we have Vanilla Waves, which is super, super sticky caramel, ice cream, vanilla. Very much you're out on the beach. It also reminds me of the strawberry shortcake doll called Angel Food Cake or Angel Twirl something or other. Very, very nice. Remind me who that character was from Strawberry Shortcake years ago. Toasted Acorn and Oak. Oh my goodness. Now here is a woody, woodsy bar. We had it for Harvest Trio at one point. Then it got in the catalog. Then it was taken out. I love this. I actually like this better than Caramel Chestnut, which I have a whole bunch of bricks of, so it wasn't a big loss. But I did finally pull Caramel Chestnut from my club because without that extra caramel layer, these are similar. This has a little bit more wood. It is very roasty toasty, which is another one of my favorite types of scent. I will melt roasty toasty more of the year than I think your average bear. So good. Next one here is Maple Rum Cake. This is never coming out. This was such a unique scent that we had in another, I think, Harvest Trio. It was before they started doing 5 bars in our Harvest collection. And this is a weird bar that's not all that nice on cold. You put it in the warmer and it gets this deep, rummy spice cake. To me, it almost has a hint of something almost, I don't know, kind of tobacco-y maybe. It's delectable. Even my mother likes this when she comes over, and that's saying a lot. So that one's staying for sure. Then we have Almond Croissant. Now, my trinity of these are the bars that are staying in my club for forever are Almond Croissant, apple butter frosting, and butter pecan. They are my favorite bakery bars that I will just reach for any time of the year. I love them. So I did some almond croissant on a rainy day last week, and it was just perfect, and it was comforting. And if you watched the video, I think it was What I've Been Warming, where I told you I was going to share why I walked in. It smelled like almond croissant, and I wanted waffles, and then I completely dropped that line and never went back to it. So I'll finish that story now if you watch that other video. It was, I think, a Sunday. We'd gone to church. I put almond croissant in the warmer. We went to church, came home. I walked in the house and all of a sudden I wanted Belgian waffles like nobody's business. So my dear husband took me to a really nice restaurant here in town, and they had the most wonderful little mini ooey gooey Belgian waffles with fabulous whipped cream. And then because it's a fancy restaurant, you know, they put balsamic on the strawberries to make it slightly edgy. It was great anyway. Drenched it all in maple syrup. And that was all because this just triggered that desire for some really wonderful baked goodsy brunchy kind of food. So nice. So this does smell sort of like a croissant, but you could get waffle out of it too, as you can see from my response to it. Dancing sugar plums. Now, this is the last bar of dancing sugar plums that I'm going to get. I went and counted the number of bars I've got, realized, Elizabeth, you have to pull something, especially if you're going to add a couple of the things from spring summer. This is very nice. But as I was thinking about pairing some bars, which I have another bar in here that I've been melting with this as a alternate warmer thing for a few years, I realized I've got a few of Rum Plum from last year. I still carry sweet plum pastry in my quarterly. I think it's time to take this out. But this is so nice. And it's a little bit sharper on the plum with some apple and spices than the others that I've told you about, which are more bakery, but you know. I'm gambling, but I did take that out, and I've got 4 or 5 of them, though I'm not hurting. Next one I have here, Cedar Cider. Now, this is just an insurance policy. If this does not come back next fall, I think Scentsi's crazy, but they do tend to retire a couple of old standards every year or two, because I guess maybe people just get bored of them, but Cedar Cider, I would not have a good fall winter without Cedar Cider in my club. If they got rid of it, this is cedar, it's spices, it's vanilla, it's apples, it's all things mid to late fall. There's another one in here that I would consider early to mid-fall, perfect, like more of a cider mill kind of a smell. But this gives you that wonderful October feeling without it being pumpkin and jack-o'-lantern, but it's just deep, beautiful fall everything. Next one we've got here is Love and Happiness. Now this is a bar that I really like, and I'm not going to take it out of my club, but if I was in a crunch of budget and whatever, I would consider it. But it's so good, and I had waited years to get it back because we were in a drought of having this for a long time. This is one of Patricia Gates' favorites. Powdered sugar, vanilla, chestnuts of all things, and this just wonderful, warm, happy hug of a scent. It is very unique, which is why I keep carrying it in here. Next one that I've got is Cozy Kitchen. Now here's the other one that I took out. I still have like half a brick of this. It was part of our Christmas, the tree-shaped bricks things. I hope that they don't do that again this year. I just want regular bricks. They were cute, they were adorable, but they were kind of weird. So the longer that I'm holding on to Cozy Kitchen, although I do really like it, it's got a sharp funk of milk and caramel and oats that sometimes Scentsi's oatmeal bars just kind of go south, and this one's starting to on me. So it isn't that I do not like it, but I don't love it. And I need to love it with the number of bars I carry in my club. So I did pull that. And I've got quite a bit more with that, at least half a brick that I have left. Oh, I forgot about these. I got the 3 Star Wars bars. We'll do those at the end. I completely forgot I put those in there, or I would have done them first. Cinnamon Bear. Oh, this is, again, an insurance policy bar. I sure hope that they haven't pulled this from the catalog, but they might have. We'll know this fall. Usually around SFR, we start getting leaks on, and if you don't know what that is Scentsy Family Reunion. No, I'm not going. Maybe some year I'll be brave enough to go, but it just isn't my time yet. Anyway, this is just the best cinnamon in the world. Just straight, smooth, unapologetic, lovely cinnamon. Old-fashioned, gorgeous, good mixer. I really would be sad if I didn't have that in the fall if people got tired of it. The next one here is St. Nickerdoodle, and this is what I would pair with Dancing Sugar Plums, which is why I've kept both of them in my club so long. Didn't pull this one yet, though, because the wonderful apple strudel baked and powdered sugar thing of appley goodness in here is so amazing. And you can melt this any time of the year. This is another bar that would be great today. Why it's called St. Nickerdoodle, I don't know. Cute name, but I think it's just an all-year bakery apple scent. It's not particularly Christmassy to me. Here is Autumn Road Trip. Now, last year I put this in my quarterly. Really didn't think it was coming back and realized, shoot, 3 bars a year, that is not enough if they retire it. This is the closest thing that we have to BBW's Autumn. This has a little bit more depth. It's got silver oak anjou pear. It has beautiful apple. It's so good, you guys. This is one of my top 25 of all time. Oh, love this bar. It's just a wonderful golden fall day out in the crisp air. Clove and cinnamon. Now, if I had to choose, which this would be so hard, and I don't have to, but between clove and cinnamon bear, for this is the classic spice scent that I will keep in my club for forever, this one will edge out the cinnamon bear because I love clove even more than cinnamon. This just makes me so happy. This is similar to Cozy Fireside without the extra layers, and that's in my quarterly club. If you watched my channel for years, you know that was my greatest of all Scentsy heartbreaks. They brought it back for a Scents of the Season. I put it safely in my quarterly club. It's never, ever coming out. But this is similar, and it's warmth and huggy goodness, and it's so nice. It's strong, it's rich, it's just fabulous. Okay, Farmstand Pumpkin. Now here's another one I'm scared that they're going to retire. This is a medium level performer. It's such a wonderful fall bar though. It's got cinnamon and caramel and lots of pumpkin. To me, it doesn't even smell so much like that because it's not so bakery. It's a sweet, beautiful, warm, rounded pumpkin scent for fall. So homey and just beautiful, but I haven't heard a lot about it, so I'm always nervous that I'm not going to see it back next fall winter, and I would cry if it wasn't there for me. It's pumpkin without too much spice or drama, and that's why I always go back to it. Here is Cider Mill. Now here's the early to mid-fall, perfect quintessential Scentsy fall scent for me. And if I had to choose between Cedar Cider and Cider Mill, it would be so hard, but I might choose Cider Mill just because this is just so good. Now, Cedar Cider is also so good, but I warm it less than Cider Mill. You don't have to so much be in the mood for this. This is just like September, October, sometimes August if I'm pushing it. Beautiful, smooth, cidery goodness. It's sweet, it's gentle, but it's the soul of fall. You get the pumpkin. Oh, it's gorgeous. Gorgeous. So here's another one of the Star Wars bars, and I'm assuming... Nope, that's not it. Somewhere in here is bar number 3. I got all of them. So another one where this is spice and pumpkin and bakery, but I melt this one all year long on a rainy day, is Pumpkin Cinnamon Swirl. And again, I'd be heartbroken if this was gone out of the catalog. This started out as a scent of the month. So did Farmstand Pumpkin. Beautiful bars, both of them. Back when Scentsy was in its heyday of really awesome bakery. Oh, this is so good, you guys. It's similar to the, what was it, Frosted Cinnamon Roll that we had last September, but I did not keep that in my club because I've got this. Between the two, there's just this little extra richness. Maybe it's the pumpkin and this gorgeous frosting, and the cinnamon it's subtle. This is such a good bar. Great on any rainy day, any time of the year, snowy, like anything where you need a cuddle. Here's my butter pecan, which, as I said, almond croissant, butter pecan, apple butter frosting. Those are my go-tos all year long, anytime. Best bakery bars ever. Because this roasty, toasty, buttery pecan, yes, it's fall. This is another one that was a scent of the month in the fall one year, several years ago now. They used to call this the flagship fragrance of fall in the catalog. Oh, but that roasted pecan with almost like an ice cream base and all that vanilla, it's good any time of the year. And super, super comforting, really rich, very strong throat, very, very good bar. Okay, next one. Ooh, cashmere and corduroy. I told you about this. This, I am sure they're going to bring this back next fall. They'd be nuts not to. But I don't like being without this in the middle of the summer, because this is another good one where if I don't want bakery, but I like rainy day cozy, this is the best. And this is another one of the best top 25 bars Scentsy's ever made, ever. Sicilian Bergit. It's got vanilla. It has this cashmere thing going on. Super strong, woody but sweet. If they didn't bring cashmere and corduroy back and I had this and vitamin R and I had to choose, this would definitely win out. So amazing. If you've never tried this, if it comes back this fall, you have to, please just do that for me. Buckleberry. This is my very favorite berry scent that Scentsy's ever made. It's just got a great disposition. This is another one. This is a great late summer, like August melting basket bar, and it's great with any bakery. It's good paired with almond croissant. Be good with butter pecan. I'm not sure about apple butter frosting. That might compete a little, but no, this would be good with a woody scent like toasted acorn and oak. It's just fabulousness. Super saturated berries with just a hint of coffee cake and cinnamon in the background. And I do mean just a hint. They claim there's coffee cake. You really can't smell it. But the berries have this depth that's not flat like a typical berry scent, so it's got to be the coffee cake. Apple cherry strudel. Here's another one I'm scared they're retiring. Best cherry scent Scentsi's ever made. Hands down. Doesn't last worth beans, but it is so good while it's going. Wonderful, juicy, authentic cherry and apple with a strudely pastry background. Gorgeous. Happy bar. Always love to melt that. That's a really good summer into early fall scent, but I'll melt it any time of the year. Sticky cinnamon bun. Somewhere down here has to be the last of the Star Wars trio bars, because is it the very last one? Where is it? Uh-oh. Well, guys, I was pretty sure that I had ordered all 3 of the Star Wars bars, but I've got Winter and Forest here. I wonder if the other one's on back order. I don't know. Anyway, okay, we'll get to those. And nothing fell. And there's nothing in here. So, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sad. I wanted to smell all 3 of them. Oh well. Okay, so sticky cinnamon bun. This is another one where when I was looking at all the different cinnamony and roll type scents, this is different than pumpkin cinnamon swirl for sure. It's stronger, and it's definitely got a long-lasting, sharper hot cinnamon. But I really like that because this is a great performer. I prefer this one fall, winter, and especially in the cold of winter, it's so great. Okay, next one. Oh, here it is. All right, good. There's the Sunsets one. I was so disappointed. I wanted all 3. Simply Vanilla. This is such a lovely vanilla. Right now we have Very Vanilla in the catalog. If I had to choose, it'd be really hard. Haven't taken this out of my club yet, but I might if they decide Very Vanilla would be retiring for fall, winter. I don't know. This is more classic. The Very Vanilla's got this marshmallow, almost feminine quality that I love. I mean, I can't get enough of it. But they are a bit different, so I haven't had the guts to pull this yet. Then we have Frosted Ginger Cookie. This was from our last Bring Back My Bar. Very good. Super strong candied ginger cookie scent with it, almost like a hint of lemon because the ginger is so strong. If you want bakery, but you also want zesty and light, and I mean, it's a strong scent, but zesty and energizing. Ginger is so good for that. So this gives you the best of both worlds. I'll probably be keeping this in my club for a bit. It's really, really good. Then we've got Toasted Caramel Sugar, which this one was I don't think I'll be leaving it in my club. I did leave it in my club, and I pulled the Toasted Apple Butter because I didn't like that all that much after it had been sitting for a while. But this one got stronger, and it's unique. So it's got this really pretty milky caramel scent with that little but very delicate sort of burned sugar, but not bad, like right on the edge where it still smells amazing. Very confectionery scent, really good, even good in a bedroom. And then I think the last before we get to those 3 Star Wars bars is Falling Leaves. Oh, this is such a me smell. So this has, it's got patchouli, cinnamon, and clove. I mean, what's not to like if you're me anyway? This is a really, really nice bar. It's cozy, and it's not quite as strong as like your clove and cinnamon or simply patchouli, which even for me was too much. This was a great balance of the 2, and it's unique. And I do think I'll be keeping this in my club for quite a while. So now we have the 3 Star Wars bars, and I completely forgot that I had ordered these, or I would pull these up as far as what the scent notes are supposed to be. So let's start with Tatooine. And again, you guys are schooling me on how to pronounce this stuff because I know nothing about this movie or any of the successive ones after the first. Sunsets. This is good. This is definitely ambery. Oh, this is good, you guys. And I've been hearing squawk that these are fantastic, so I'm sure. Yep, it's warm. It's almost like you're out on desert sands, but there's this amber exotic quality. Very good. Do you guys remember Amber Road? This is kind of like that with less spice or no spice. I'm going to like this. This will be a really good golden bronze summer sunset kind of smell. And I think that the name Sunsets is spot on. Gorgeous. We really don't have anything quite like this right now. I'm excited about that. All right, and then we've got the Hoth Winter. And I, again, do not remember what's in here. So let's see what this smells like. Oh, this is good. Now, this is really frosty. This is one where I might get more, but I probably wouldn't keep it in my club. Yeah, this is nice. Now, this is very Scentsy-esque. This is sort of like frosted vanilla and polar bear hug got smushed together. I don't know what's in here, but it's that kind of scent. There's got to be something icy, maybe eucalyptus or a mint, but it's sharp and clean. Very good. Definitely kind of opens the sinuses sort of a scent. Very good. Probably won't need, like I said, to club that. And then this one's supposed to have something that's very like fir balsam or piney, resiny. This is Endor Forests. Oh, wow. This is great. Oh, this is good. Guys, if you like pine, if you like balsam, if you like tree, but it doesn't have to be Christmas tree. If you hate tree, don't get this. Whoops. Oh, wow. Okay, I think this is just like going in my club. This is sort of like the best part of iced pine without getting the peppermint and it's like too heavy. This is gorgeous, and this will be an amazing tree mixer with other things for the holidays. Oh, that is so good. So this is Endor Forest. So love this. Really like this. We'll probably keep these in my bi-monthly for a bit. This is nice, and like I said, it really reminds me of frosted vanilla. Yeah, it does very much remind me of frosted vanilla smushed together with a couple of our other more icy type scents like polar bear hug, or not really silver bells all the way because that's kind of sweet, but yeah, it's good. It's really good. These two, fabulous. So this is Elizabeth with Elizabeth's Scenes and Scents. Super happy with her club, and I hope that you guys will start a club. If you are considering saving special scents, you can see I'm quite serious about this. This is my largest club, and I do trim things occasionally and rotate stuff, but about 80% or 75% of what's in here I've been carrying for many years because they're just too good to let go of. So this is Elizabeth with Elizabeth's Scenes and Scents. The summer collection will absolutely be worth clubbing. You can see that these Star Wars bars are great. Now, a lot of times those will start to rotate through and you'll see them again, but let's say that you really liked The Mandalorian. I don't know if they'll be bringing that back because these new ones are now here. So you just always have a reason to start a club. My website, which is waftingwonderfulwax.scentsy.us, is always open so that you can do so. I love having club people. You make my day when I see that there's a new club subscription added to my business, and I am very thankful for all of you. Enjoy your wax, and I will talk to you soon. God bless. Bye-bye.